Alright, so now that we've explored basic Bikini Bottom, we're going to go ahead and head into Jellyfish Fields, the first level of the game. So I bet you're excited.
I'm ready for a nap.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head to Jellyfish Fields now.
I love opening
Or you can
presents.
smash more tikis first.
Tikis.
Those are tikis. You basically need to do what you just did. Sneak up on them like that, and you'll be able to hit them. If you run towards them, they will shrink down and you won't be able to
They're
hit
just
them.
a little fat hey thick boy.
Also, that tiki that blew up with the thunder tiki was actually a stone tiki. Those cannot be broken except from explosions like that. So.
Are they stoned?
Yeah, they're stone tikis.
Are they stoned?
Yeah, they're stone tikis.
Are they stoned?
Yeah, they're stone tikis. I just completely ignored your joke. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, but if you want to go ahead and head into Jellyfish Fields, we can move
Whoa,
on.
damn, Patrick. Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Hella ass.
Oh my god. But yeah, go ahead and head into Jellyfish Fields.
Quit telling me what to do. What are those dick trees? Alright.
No, you.
What the fuck?
Good job. Good job. You went out of bounds. So, what's indicate? Okay. So you're going out of bounds again.
I don't know, I just like how he looks.
So, the darker colored sand indicates out of bounds. If you go in that sand, Hans will show up and bring you back into the main hub world.
Hans?
That's the name of the hand from SpongeBob.
Hans.
The rolling green hills of Jellyfish Fields, a place to experience nature at its most raw, and sometimes a bit tender from the stings.
Squidward, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, you barnacle head. Do I look like I'm okay?
Well, your nose does look pretty big. I mean, bigger than usual because it's usually pretty big. And you look clammy. And oh my gosh, you're
I
bald!
like how he looks right there.
That's a reference to the movie, actually, the SpongeBob movie. That facial expression.
I've always been
That's not in the
bald,
original.
But now I'm stung all over.
Well, according to the Jellyfisher Field Manual, severe jellyfish stings can be treated effectively by applying a thick layer of king jellyfish jelly to the affected areas. King jellyfish?
Well, I guess you're off to scale Sport Mountain and die a horrible death under the vicious tentacles of King Jellyfish.
You do that! Don't worry, Squidward. I'll bring back that King Jellyfish jelly for you to rub all over yourself.
Okay, so that's the basic mini story of this level. Every level in the game has some kind of main objective, like Squidward just gave you there, to basically get the King Jellyfish jelly to help him heal his stings. It's a nice little, fun detail that kind of tells these mini stories and objectives within the bigger plot of the robots taking over. This game by no means has like a complicated story or anything, but I just appreciate, the smaller mini objectives, that it gives it more personality. That right there is a jellyfish, one of the... Actually, I think it might be the only non-robot enemy in the entire game, now that I think about it. I don't think there's anything else. Although I could be wrong, I could be forgetting something, but yeah. So this is Jellyfish Fields, and the music is extremely iconic and catchy, and I love this game's soundtrack, it's so good. All of the songs for this game, unlike the dialogue, was actually re-recorded and remastered for the HD remake, so it's much higher quality, and I definitely appreciate that. You can actually bounce on those flowers right there, which those flowers are red in the original game. I'm not sure why they turned them blue, but yeah, that was an interesting design choice that I'm not quite sure why. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just different. But yeah. So another thing I guess I can talk about is you can actually get combos like you're getting right now. That was a super ultra combo. Every time you get a combo, you get a shiny object bonus given to yourself. So like whenever you get like, you know, a combo, you get like 2 extra shiny objects, and then you can get some blue objects or purple objects or whatever when you get higher combos, which are really cool.
Ooh, I don't think I'm supposed to go
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you can go here. If you break all of these at once, you get like well, you're not gonna get it now because you waited too long, but actually no, it's still giving it to you. You got a super monster combo, so that's pretty close. It goes like you get combo and then super combo and then ultra and then mega and monster are all the objectives you can get. You are not supposed to jump down there now.
Makes no sense. Here, I'm a sponge. I live under the ocean, but I cannot.
Well, it's not water, it's
survive.
goo.
That look like water.
It's goo.
You're goo.
No, if you break all of these at once, you can get, are you gonna break them? There you go. Yeah, so you get a decent combo.
That's water!
It's goo.
That's water.
We're gonna keep going through the game and you will see it's goo.
It's water.
Another thing is that in the GameCube version, and this is something I brought up in my review, in the GameCube version of the game, that waterfall right there is extremely, extremely loud for whatever reason. Apparently, from what I'm told, that's
I
not...
remember that.
It's not the case in the PS2 or Xbox version. It's a GameCube exclusive problem. And from what everyone tells me, the GameCube version is the worst version of the game, and that's the game, the version of the game I've played all my life, so... that's the one I have the most experience with. Although, the Xbox version was how I was introduced to the game, because my quote-unquote not blood-related cousin had it for his Xbox. And when I say not blood-related cousin, I mean my dad's best friend's son, who obviously were not blood-related, but we were basically cousins, because we were close enough to be family, you know. So yeah, I experienced this game for the first time on his Xbox, and I'll probably be getting more in depth about all my nostalgic attachment later on in the playthrough. As for now, I'm gonna watch her die.
Motherfucking sponge. Also, if you hear random giggles throughout this playthrough, that would be my sister. I apologize.
Now, one thing I can say that I have never really done myself is you already have almost 1,000 shiny objects, and you haven't even made it to the first place where you need to actually use shiny objects to progress, which is that clam right there. I've never had this many shiny objects at once, so I don't know what that says, but it either means you're...
I'm a boss-ass bitch.
Or I just play through the game like super fast and don't dilly-dally. But yeah, you have to pay 125 shiny objects to rebuild the bridge. This is the first of many instances where you need to use shiny objects to progress in the game.
Hold on, was that a plane underwater?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
That's happened in the show. Haven't you ever seen The Sponge Who Could Fly?
No, I don't really care to watch SpongeBob. And before all the people come for me in the comments, fuck. I used to watch SpongeBob a long time ago,
Like a new sponge.
then I fell out of it because I don't really care for cartoons. Ish. Kebab. Kinda. Sometimes. Depends on my mood.
It's okay, guys. I'm a true SpongeBob fan here. Of the first 3 seasons, anyways, so...
Oh yeah, of the first 3 seasons, but if you're talking about all that nasty shit they put out now, what is that?
It's
That's
a
like...
bottle.
That was bad. That was real bad.
Alright, so you can't do anything with that yet, so best just ignore it for now. One thing I would like to see if you could actually try and do for me,
Nope. What?
if you could go ahead and jump on that blue flower right there,
Nope. Sure.
and then I want you to turn the camera towards that sock. No, no.
What up? What up? What up? I'm having a good time.
Alright, we're gonna try this again. Alright, so if you go ahead and jump on that flower for me. After you hit the bottom of the flower this time, go for the sock.
I'm scared.
And then double jump. You can't... Okay, so that's interesting. In the original game, you're able to get that sock just by bouncing off that flower and double jumping over to it.
I want to try it one more time.
But I guess they decided to go ahead and put the sock farther away, so you couldn't do that. Because you had no chance of making that. Absolutely no chance. Not only that, but you couldn't use your double jump. So, then again, you may have been falling too fast or something. But if they removed your ability to double jump off of those bouncy flowers, that's interesting. Because that's something that was... you could do in the original game. But yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Those enemies right there are your most basic, basic brutes, grunts, whatever you want to call them of the game. Yeah, so you can't make that. That's interesting because again, you could double jump in the original game off of those. But okay, so if you want to go ahead and, yeah, you're going to want to make those jumps there. But as I was saying, those are your basic enemies of the game. All they really do is they charge at you with their electric wand thingies and try to hit you. Nothing too threatening. Okay,
I did it!
You don't need every last shiny object, you know.
Maybe I like him.
Also, another thing is enemies are worth 2 tikis whenever you break them. So breaking one enemy is like breaking 2 tikis, basically. Although there are some enemies later on that are actually worth even more than that. But we won't be seeing those for a little while yet, so no big deal there. But you need to go ahead and jump from atop those higher platforms to be able to get across that. So you need to go back the other direction and go across those gaps.
That's dumb. Fuck out of here, jellyfish.
Yeah, as we briefly touched upon, I have so much experience with this game, and Taylor here has barely played this game at all in her life.
Pish posh.
And it's clearly showing with the footage.
I was a pro at this game.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
Well,
ask me any question, I can answer it.
Here's the final boss.
Karen.
No. So yeah, you just had to make that jump.
No, it's the Flying Dutchman.
That jump actually gave me so much trouble in the original game, but, well, when I first played it anyways, it doesn't give me any trouble now, but I remember that jump was so infuriating for me as a kid. I don't know why
check me out.
do it.
I did it with ease, because you know why?
Oh wow, you're so much better than 7-year-old Jason.
Because I played it before. Look at this, watch. See how easy it, and I did so good for that jump.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so if you want to not jump into that, because that hurts you, I don't know why you thought it would do anything else. What did you think the giant spiky ball that's hurtling at you was going to do?
Fresh like
You
a
know
spring
what?
breeze.
I wasn't thinking that.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking that I was gonna get those little tiki guys.
I feel like a new sponge.
Alright, so this is one of many examples of a cannon. They don't show up too much in the game, so, you know, this first one's not really much of a problem, but that's not the last of those you'll be seeing. So.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Meow, meow.
Wow, a bungee jump for a golden
For a
spatula.
golden
I must
spatch?
be in heaven.
Alright, so this is actually going to introduce you to the concept of bungee jumping if you want to go up the slope.
Oh, sparkly.
Oh, sparkly.
So yeah, bungee jumping. This is a bungee jump. SpongeBob can bungee from it. Bungee from a hook, just jump up and touch it. Yep, that's all you gotta do. And then all you gotta do is press X to dive, and then press circle to quit. So go ahead and dive down.
Oh my god, I thought I was dying.
No, you're bungee jumping.
Boing.
So you want to go ahead and press X to dive. You gotta press X as you're going down to dive. There you go. And then you'll go farther down and you can grab the golden spatula, and then when you're done diving, which you are, press circle to quit. And then you'll snap right off and get the golden spatula.
Can you imagine? Like, your genitals would be destroyed.
Well, SpongeBob doesn't have any, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Did you know sponges are asexual?
Yes.
My little sister's sitting here like, what the fuck did I just learn?
But yeah, so you can go ahead and
Pushing a
progress.
simple button is the most
Oh, that's
satisfying.
interesting. In
Push,
the
push,
original
push.
game, and you get used to hearing me say that phrase because I'm going to say in the original game at least 200 times throughout this playthrough. In the original game, those platforms that rose up had a green grass texture on top of them, not this sand texture.
Oh
that you
yeah, I
see.
remember that. Because I
But now it's time for a new enemy.
bonk. Me when there's no more potatoes.
That enemy is known as Hammer.
But he doesn't look like a hammer.
He uses his ham to hammer you, like that. Oh, that was interesting. I don't think that sound effect was in the original game. Also, yeah, there are plenty of fish NPCs all around the levels that you can hit like that for fun. They don't really serve a purpose other than, you know, filling in the scene, but I appreciate it, and it's, you know, cool, so. Nothing wrong with that. You need to not fall down.
But I'm not. Oh. I thought that was just like a little sandy beach. I just want the shiny objects! Sorry, Chica. Hello, Hong.
I will say one thing that is noticeably flawed with this version of the game is every time the game loads up the area, you can see everything pop in. I don't know if you've picked up on that yet or not, but
Quite honestly,
Feel like a new sponge.
I haven't noticed because I'm just all
You
about the
just
shiny
met the
objects. I'm real
Sponginator.
sorry.
yeah, you need to cool it. Because if you go after every single last shiny object, we're gonna be here for 10 more parts.
We would never.
But yeah, one thing I was saying is that the game does have some pop-in issues and loading of texture issues, like right as you start up the level, which it's not like a deal breaker or anything, but you know, the original game never really had that issue. You're not supposed to jump up from there.
Are
so
you
they put an
fucking-
invisible wall there. You keep going through the level, you'll get up there eventually.
That's so dumb.
This right here is actually something you can't do yet, but I want you to go ahead and read the sign anyways. You need to know the bubble bowling move in order to play this game. So
Do I learn that from Bubble Buddy?
You will learn it later.
Do I learn it from him?
You will learn it later. But we'll be back here later to see that. So actually, I
love
want you to
that.
go back, and go that way. And there's some shiny objects on the ledge down there that you can get.
You're actually telling me to go?
I wanted to show this one off because it's in a more obscure location. But yeah. Let's see. So, you've already got like almost 2,000 shiny objects, which is absolutely absurd.
Fresh like a
No,
spring
it's
breeze.
not.
But
It just means I'm a boss-ass bitch.
that right there is actually a blue jellyfish. Blue jellyfishes take 2 hit, or not. Okay. In the original game, blue jellyfishes took 2 hits to kill instead of just 1, but apparently those blue jellyfish only took 1 hit for whatever reason. So that's interesting.
But I tried killing the pink ones and I couldn't do anything.
Well, you weren't hitting them properly.
But I was.
Let's see.
I am
So
a genius.
I do apologize if a lot of this is also me noticing like changes between versions and like reacting, but this is my first time seeing the game in action. I mean, I've seen some trailers and stuff, but I tried to avoid as much of it as possible for this playthrough, so that way I'd be surprised. So what I've basically agreed to do is I'm not going to I chose not to play any of the game before recording Jellyfish Fields at least. What I wanted to do is I wanted to go into the first level of the game not knowing anything about it, but
Kind of
then,
like a first-time playthrough?
yeah, just to kind of get my first reactions to this too as a veteran player.
Nice.
But then I'll probably play this game on my own time separately. That way, when we come into the later levels, I'll be more knowledgeable on what's already been changed.
Haha, fuck off, ham. Ham sandwich.
Hammer.
Ham sandwich. Should I go this way?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
this way?
So go on the blue flowers first. Yeah.
Did I get all of them?
Yeah.
Can I keep going?
Yeah, you're supposed to jump from blue flower to blue flower. And again, it's interesting that they took away your ability to double jump, but it's probably just so you can't get that sock, which is kind of lame. I mean, at the same time though, I get why they did that, because, you know, if you do that skip, you never need Patrick to use the ice fruit, which is interesting, but yeah.
What was happening?
But yeah, that right there was another sock, so you've already got 7 socks, which means you're close to getting your first golden
So,
spatula
do
from Patrick.
any of these shiny little flowers, it really drives me nuts that they're called shiny objects.
That's what they are, they're shiny objects.
They're shiny flowers.
Well, they're actually based on the flowers in the sky of SpongeBob. You know how in like SpongeBob's sky underwater you see all the flower shapes?
Yeah.
Like if you go ahead and actually tilt the camera up to look, you see those? That's what the shiny objects are based off of.
They're flowers.
Yeah, I think that's genius. It's better than just a generic coin or ring or whatever, you know? It's got some more SpongeBob personality to it. But yeah, that right there, that gray thing, which is actually... I can't tell if it's gray or a light blue. It looks gray though.
This?
Yeah. You stand back. Yeah, those things explode when they're defeated and they can hurt you. In the original game, they're blue, not gray.
I know, I'm running low on undies.
Hey, you got 2 hits, you're fine. And that is your golden spatula for this first area, so... Yeah. But I guess we can keep moving on to the next section of the game, Jellyfish Caves.